So it doesn't get
video.
any better than this because CBC Preview, cast and creators of Kim's Convenience, which no small
adopted son.
your adopted son Kevin,
Our tour guide.
and and we could lead in with the fact that we talked about the show every week that it was on.
Yeah.
We were there from the beginning. Didn't see the stage show, nor did we get to see the remount, but I totally want to see it if it gets done
Come
again.
to New York.
New York.
In July.
Like I can do that. I got time.
Sure, no problem.
I started hitchhiking now. But this is a show that's kind of touched chords with everybody, and is incredibly funny, incredibly gentle, and wonderfully family friendly. How did it make the transition from stage to screen, and how do you keep that spirit?
Yeah, that's a good question, Yins. How did that happen?
I don't know. We just tried, and I think a lot of people really connect with the play, the humor, but then also the family and the warm fuzzies. And so we wanted to maintain the good stuff. I think that was one of the strategies, of maintaining the good things in the play and just transfer that to the TV show. And then this guy came along and made it all happen. No. made it all out of it happen.
Yeah. There's something that happens in the stage play where there's certain key moments where people are laughing and then they're crying at the same time, or they're crying and then suddenly they burst out laughing. That's the sweet spot for theater, when you can get that.
Yeah.
And that's also where the heart is, because the laughter and the tears were both coming from a place of love, and the love in the family. And you guys kept that. They expanded it, and they because the characters are fully invested in specific people. Like, I know Ince is thinking of some very specific people at certain moments. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can feel it as actors when we get the script to go, oh. It means we can fully invest in when we perform, and there's it's a real privilege.
And the relationships, they just seem so real. The chemistry, the dialogue. It could be lifted from anybody's life because it feels that real, but you guys play it. It's not even that you play it broadly or even comedically. It's played so naturally that it can't help but be funny.
Yeah, it's the genuineness makes it funny.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's one of the things that we're really striving for in terms of the tone of the show, is we're not playing the joke, we're playing the situation, the truth and the honesty of what's happening, and then the humor arises from there. So I think that's a fun thing to do, to be able to just, and that is truly funnier to play the truth of the situation and have have the outside, like the appearance of it seems so much more. It's just much more genuine.
Yeah.
It's much
not be
more
aware that anyone's funny.
Yeah.
Think they're funny.
Yeah, it'd be different in a sitcom situation where there's a laugh track or a live audience or
Or
whatever.
like the Mr. Roper mug into the
joke,
funny, huh? And they go right back
We
into
don't have
it.
to be funny. We don't have to be funny because the writing is so good.
Yeah.
We just have to be real.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the treat too.
Yeah.
That's
Because the writing is good.
But the writing, it's hard to get the writing there, and we are constantly trying to figure out, like, oh, this doesn't sound genuine. It does still sound jokey, and we are saying too much. And so I think, to the credit of the actors in the play that came before, that really was authentic and genuine, we're always trying to smooth out the writing so it sounds like the play did. It felt as natural and as these actors gave voice to. So.
We like each other, as you can tell.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
No, it was you. No, it was you.
It was all you. And then, obviously, we don't do spoilers ever, but can you give us a hint of what's coming in season 2?
Gerald takes steroids, freaks out.
Yeah.
No.
That's the natural progression, really.
Because Gerald, it's an after-school special. Gerald, he pumps up, has an aneurysm, and then Mr. Kim has to save him in his four-wheel drive.
At the end of season 1, Janet had announced that she was moving out.
Yeah.
She patched over some of our concerns, right?
Yeah.
So that's as far as we know.
Some of those concerns come back.
Here we go.
You know, it's not easy. It's not
not
easy.
easy.
No.
We don't
Of
want
course.
it. We don't want it.
No.
But I mean,
And for Janet, you know, she wants
If
to
she
grow up
wants
and
to.
Yeah.
expand her world a little bit. So
she'll realize how good she really is.
Yeah.
And then it would be remiss not to even mention how the show's been embraced like everywhere. I mean, this is Toronto. I mean, it's intrinsically Toronto watching this show. I'm like, I know exactly where that shop is,
Yeah.
and I know those customers. I mean, you don't know those customers,
Yeah.
but you know the customers. It's so cool that every week I get to tune into this family that I've genuinely grown to care about, and then see them in environments reacting and acting with like people that I recognize, like both
Yeah.
in real life and story-wise. I'm like, this is amazing. And of course people love it the way they do. So, I mean, it speaks to the credit of all of you everywhere, because you guys, I mean, screen-wise, you guys are amazing. Behind the scenes, you guys have obviously done your job. So good work. And I mean,
And it jumps out of the niche audience too.
It really
it's not
does.
just for
Yeah.
Koreans. It's not just for immigrants. Like everybody has some
There's an appeal,
identifying
yeah.
purpose to
Yeah.
watching it.
I mean, so what does that feel like? Because it kind of came out of nowhere in season 1, and then by the end of the season, everybody I knew was talking about the show.
yeah.
So, I mean,
For me, it was my brother.
Right?
My mom came for Christmas Day to visit, and he's like, "How far away is the convenience?" So we went and took pictures of it.
Yeah.
We went inside. He's like, "I'm gonna buy a lotto ticket." Got the T-shirts. You know, we're good.
right? So yeah. So I mean, that's got to just be awesome
Feels
to know
pretty
that
great.
that's
yeah, it's been a thrill.
a relief.
No.
Too. Like, I'll be honest. I mean, you know, you think it's something special, and everybody's going in a certain direction, and everybody's like, "It's good, right? It feels," but you never know.
right until you
Yeah,
get
until
to
you
it.
get the
goes out there,
feedback.
yeah.
I mean, well, how many shows were in the can before it even aired?
None. I mean, like, we shot pretty close to our air date.
Okay.
Wow.
So we were shooting up until just 4 weeks before our first episode.
Oh
went
wow.
to air.
Okay.
And it'll be the same this year. It'll be even tighter
Oh.
this year, but we did 13 last year. We'll do 13 this year.
And 13 seems like just the right number too.
Yeah.
It's a good number.
Because it's kind of like that whole BBC thing where you focus on quality more than quantity. Because I think you don't want to overstay your welcome. Not that you guys could,
Right.
but you want to make sure you get the quality in the stories, and it's there, like episode to episode. There's not a slow episode. There's not a bad episode, and you can't say that about stand-up comedy and
Yeah,
sitcoms
true.
in general. It's there every week. I'm just gonna keep raving.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wander off and talk to myself for a while. But,
Just keep the camera on.
Yeah.
but it's amazing, and yeah, I just.
Thank you very much.
And honestly, as soon as we saw the interview opportunity come up, I said, let's just do it so we can rave about them to them. So yeah, that's all I wanted to do, honestly.
Aw, thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
If he sees you on the street, it'll happen again.
Oh yeah, it totally will. I'll be like, oh my god. Yeah. So everyone, thank you very much.
Thanks
Thanks,
very much.
Cannot wait
Pleasure.
for season 2.
Yeah, us
Yay.
too.
Oh.
What's the